Hello again and a warm welcome back. Now, the following interview might have content that might be viewed as explicit to sensitive viewers. The Sex Workers Education, Advocacy and Task Force, known as SWAT, opened a clinic in Cape Town for sex workers around the area. Now, a very first in the country that can finally access health facilities, counselling and, of course, legal services. Now, Ncumisa Sonandi, SWAT's outreach site coordinator, joins us now from our Sea Point studios in Cape Town. A very good morning to you, Ncumisa. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, talk us through SWAT. What is this clinic all about and what is it that you aim to achieve?
What we aim to achieve is sex workers getting access to these services that they normally regret to do in our local clinics because of the stigmatization and discrimination against them.
And I understand one of the core mandates of SWAT is to advocate for the decriminalization of adult sex work in South Africa. In that end, have you perhaps engaged government?
We've tried engaging, we have an advocacy team that deals with lobbying. So we've tried lobbying Parliament, the MPs, and written reports to SALEX, and yeah, we have been trying to get the government involved in this.
So indulge us on the turnout at the clinic. How is it? Have people started turning out? Do people know of the actual services that you're offering?
The clinic was launched this month, but not fully on operating as to yet, because AHF, which is the AIDS Health Foundation, is still looking to hire a full-time nurse. So by the end of by July, hopefully, it will be up and running.
We do know, Ncumisa, that many prostitutes or sex workers would like to remain discreet. So how have your facilities been towards achieving that? Are they discreet enough for all the sex workers to be able to be comfortable?
Definitely, I think so, yes. Well, sex workers will feel more openly and comfortable actually to come to our clinic because they will come with fearless, without any doubt of being discriminated against or have any issues that they need to discuss. They will be able to discuss them openly without leaving anything out, actually.
But then is it generally open to the public?
Well, it is generally open to sex workers, their families and their children.
Was there a demand for you guys to open this kind of facility?
Well, our clinic is namely after our late Kim van der Veek, who was a transgender sex worker, and her wish was actually to have their own clinics because she was a transgender and she felt very humiliated and discriminated against, and she also had a chronic disease which made her pass on because she was not taking good care of her health because of the stigmatization while visiting the local clinics.
Now, Ncumisa, I would imagine that it is quite an uphill battle trying to source funding from the corporate sector in order for the clinic to be running. How have you managed so far to make sure that the clinic is actually up and running?
Well, as I mentioned before, AIDS Health Foundation is the co-founder of the clinic. So they are the funding, and DOH, which is part of the government. They are funding our outreach program, especially with condoms and lubrications. And most of our funders also come from the Department of Health.
All right, Ncumisa, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a great pleasure chatting to you.
Pleasure chatting with you, Simpiwe.
All right. that was Ncumisa Sonandi, Sweats Outreach Site Coordinator. Now, the clinic is currently open in Cape Town and it operates fully, as she just mentioned.